another episode of the award-winning HUTV, Huntsville Utilities Television. I'm Todd, joined as always by the Bonnie to my Clyde and the Jekyll to my Hyde, Amanda.
Hey, everybody.
There's all kinds of businesses.
There are lots of businesses.
Big business. Some businesses are big.
We're even a business.
We are a pretty good-sized business.
Yep.
Yeah. Some businesses are small.
Yep. Some business, like I had a photography business that was just me. It was one person.
Amanda's Photos.
Yes. And I was the CEO. I was the accounting person. I was
And you took the pictures.
And I took the pictures. Yeah, I did all of it.
Well, the thing about having a business is you need someone to do business for or do business with.
Yes.
And that's a lot easier said than done.
True.
Or is it? Lucky for you, we're going to help you with that. We're going to talk to you. We're going to have a couple of guests come in here in a minute. We're going to talk about a special event that we've got coming up this Wednesday over at the Von Braun Center. It's going to be what?
I've been hearing about this event a lot.
Yes.
Somebody has been very
I'm heavily
busy.
involved in this. I'm excited about it. It is called the Huntsville Utilities Business Matchmaker Event. It is this Wednesday, May 17th at the Von Braun Center in the East Hall, Room 1, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we're going to have some people tell you about it here in a minute, but it's a chance for if you own a business and you want your business to grow. I can't sum it up any more simple than this. If you have a business and you want that business to be successful, you need to be at this event on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost you anything to go to this event.
Yep. So
this is just something we're hosting.
We're looking for small businesses, minority-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses,
female-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Large businesses.
And then we're looking for large businesses.
Even bigger than the way I've got my hands right now.
Right.
And that's big.
Right. So
large businesses, small businesses, medium-sized businesses, from 1 employee to 1,000 employees, 2,000, 10,000, however big your business is.
That's how the matchmaker thing works.
We're going to match.
We're going to match.
We're going to match the big businesses with the smaller businesses that are looking to work together, and small businesses that might want to work with other small businesses so they can then together go to a big business. It's kind of like, Did you ever watch that show Love Connection with Chuck Woolery?
I have not.
Might be before your time. Well, some of you know the show I'm talking about. Think of it like that. No, not really. It's nothing like that. But it has the word matchmaker in it.
Why don't we let the experts?
So we've got a couple of experts. We've got guests. We don't always have guests. It's fun when we have guests.
Yes.
So we have some guests who are going to come in, and they're going to tell you all about it. And so let's go to that. Joining us now are Lucretia Points and Sean Flate from the Huntsville Utilities EEO D&I Department. First-time guests, both of you. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Before we dive too deep into this, can you tell us a little bit about the EEO D&I Department at Huntsville Utilities?
We are a first-time department. We're going on our 5th year of existence. We are responsible for the implementation and compliance of EEO laws, as well as the implementation of diversity, equity, and inclusion actions, events, or whatever you might want to call them. But we're responsible for those particular aspects of the company.
And this is a department that you see a lot of companies are now having this as part of their, either as an HR function or like we do, its own separate entity in the department. It's kind of a nationwide thing now, isn't it?
Yes, EEO is not a new
EEO
aspect, but diversity, equity, and inclusion is a new function, so to speak, but it's been an integral part of a lot of companies for a long time, and Huntsville Utilities is not new to DE&I.
Right. So, and it's kind of interesting because this event we're going to talk about came out of an initiative from EEO D&I, and we're going to dive into that in just a minute. But first, let's kind of start with the big picture. What is the Business Matchmaker Event?
Well, the Huntsville Utilities Matchmaker event that we have is an event that will address the goals and objectives specifically for our policies and standards and procedures that we've established. But one of the things that we constantly address we're talking about the workforce environment, making sure that we know that it's diverse, it's inclusive, and things of that nature. And we want to recruit, retain, and make sure we have people that are reflective of the workforce. The emphasis is on the workforce. However, we want to make sure here at Huntsville Utilities that when we talk about a workforce, that we talk about vendors too. Those are individuals that help us to serve our community, help us to serve our customers, and we want to make sure that those individuals are addressed and know that we are here to help them as well. So the Matchmaker event in and of itself helps us to reach out to a lot of businesses that may not understand how they need to do business with large companies like Huntsville Utilities. And through the Matchmaker event, we're going to attract small disadvantaged businesses so that they can learn about doing business with larger companies.
A way to, if you don't know how to get your foot in the door, you're going to learn how to get your foot in the door.
Exactly.
And I think that's, there's so much more to it than just, Huntsville Utilities needs some people who can do pressure washing or something like that. I'll go pull my name in a hat. Well, it's not quite that easy, and especially in a town like this where you have so much government work involved as well.
Well, and I think it helps the small businesses to understand what key things we're looking for from those small businesses. So do you want to tell us a little bit about, if I'm a small business, why would I want to come to our Matchmaker event?
Sure. It's really about opportunity. So one would be the opportunity for businesses looking for help to see you, where you might not have that visibility in the greater community. You're just starting small business. You might not even realize what your skill set could bring to another organization seeking to bid on a large contract. So you might have a specialty service that is in high demand and small supply. The other is the opportunity to understand how you can obtain financing and or meet compliance requirements like we were talking about with government contractors. So we'll have subject matter experts that can speak to that as well and help you prepare for when the larger organization asks for your help. You'll be able to provide it in those regards as well. And last, just an opportunity to meet other organizations maybe similar to yourself that you could partner with together and be able to work and grow your business.
I know this was a conversation that we were having in a meeting a couple of weeks ago, that maybe you've got the skills to apply for a certain contract, but maybe you don't have enough staff that would stretch you too thin. So now you can find someone else who maybe they've got enough staff, but they don't have all. And you put the tools with the talent, and together, rising tide raises all boats, as they say.
Exactly.
Now the flip side of that is, there are a lot of huge businesses in this town, as we well know, probably have a pretty lengthy list already of potential people they could call for work like this. But what are they going to get out of this if they come and participate?
Again, same as opportunity, really. It equates on both ends of the equation, but it offers them an opportunity to engage with organizations that can supplement their capacities and capabilities. So they might not have the wherewithal to outright expand in a given area, but they might be able to partner with an organization that has that. They might have the resources then to pursue things that they otherwise wouldn't. So that would be one. Also, a more favorable than developing internal or short-term needs, you can pursue a partnership and then build from there, and maybe that gives you the opportunity to build that into your organization. You also learn from what challenges other small businesses have. Maybe you have an opportunity to help. So maybe it's just a simple opportunity to help your fellow business community and their means and paths to be able to grow and learn and develop as well. So there's some community service element to it as well for the larger corporations. So we think that's a good opportunity, and also to support minority, female, and veteran-owned businesses, which we have several of in the greater Huntsville area. So an opportunity to contribute there as well.
Exactly.
And like we mentioned a minute ago, that you talk about minority-owned and veteran-owned and female-owned businesses. This is the second time we've done this. We did this last year. We've already had a lot more people registered this year than we did last year, so we're excited about this one that we've got coming up. But this came out of an EEO D&I initiative, and you kind of touched on that a little bit. Can you go a bit more into the aspects of that? Why this is so important to what you guys do in EEO D&I and what we are trying to accomplish as a company?
Well, since this is our second year, and Sean is new with us to our department, but as far as what we learned a whole lot, and I've communicated a whole lot of that information with Sean. But we learned that as the community of Huntsville grows, Huntsville Utilities is automatically going to grow. And as a result of the Matchmaker event from last year, we learned that we needed to share more information with those small businesses so that they could learn about the actual processes as far as procurement and bidding is concerned, about small loans that they can get from the various banks, and also about the risk and liability associated with doing business with a larger company. So this year we have structured the format of the program to be an informational session during the first half in the morning and during the second half in the afternoon. So if you don't get a chance to come in the morning, you'll hear the same information in the afternoon. And that's important because we need the subject matter experts to tell us what these individuals will need, and so that they can look forward to working with our small businesses. We need to make sure to request that our vendor partners, our big companies, come not only prepared to talk about these particular aspects and needs, but to give out information besides their business card, maybe a sample copy of that application form, so that a person will know, oh yeah, this is how I need to complete this form. So those are the type of things that we found out that we really did need to address this year.
And we've still got people that are signing up for this event. Who are some of the big companies that we already know are coming, and do you have that information yet?
We have some. We have Alabama A&M is going to be there for both their facility and some of their community economic development, so some pretty unique opportunities to partner with them to either work directly with the university or with some of their agencies they partner with. I believe we're going to have some businesses that provide financing, provide various services, benefits for more geared towards smaller employers. So if you're a small employer, you're growing, you're looking to be able to attract and retain employees, you have some opportunities to pursue businesses that might typically be more traditionally thought of as larger businesses type of offering. There's offerings for smaller businesses as well, so that kind of partnership, and some various other different trades, different entities that have similar needs and partner with Huntsville Utilities. So folks like we do business with on a daily basis.
That's awesome.
Well, and it's interesting because Amanda and I actually met a gentleman, was that last week, in the lobby, who he's coming to it. He's going to be representing his company, and he has a company that they provide benefits for smaller companies. And he was like, is this the kind of thing that would be good for my company? And of course. And that's what I would tell anybody who is watching this right now or has seen the webpage and said, gee, I wonder if this is the kind of thing my company could benefit from. Yes.
Yeah.
If you have a company and you want it to grow and prosper, you need to be here Wednesday over at the VBC, because you are going to get, it's at its basic form, it's a networking event.
Yes.
Shaking hands, getting business cards, contact, and that's always useful. But on top of that, it's also a highly informational thing. You're going to learn. I mean, it's not even stuff that pertains to what I do in my job, but it's still very interesting. And I learned a lot last year when I attended, and it's helped me in my job, because every now and then our department that we work in, we need help with things, and it's stuff that I don't have to go look up. I already know it. It's very interesting, and like I said earlier, a rising tide raises all boats, and this is, we are a local company. We live here, we work here, we believe in supporting the business community, and this is a very big way for us to do that.
And we want to work with more local companies.
Yes.
I love that. Let's keep it local.
I think we had a
We've got
couple
smart
of
community.
we had a couple of organizations that are repeats. The FBI is coming back again. The Space and Rocket Center, they're coming back again, and we have a new vendor partner in New York Life, in that they are coming forward talking to us about the risk and the liabilities, and actually talking a little bit about bonds and all.
Right.
And we have our own procurement department with Melanie McClure coming in talking about the procurement process, and then we're having Judy Harbin come in and talk from the North Huntsville Business Association to talk about the bidding process as well. So we've got a lot of repeats and we have a lot of new individuals coming in. So we're excited about the opportunity to tell it all.
Everybody wanted to talk to the FBI last year. I remember
Yeah.
that. They were a big hit. I talked to them for a while because I think FBI guys are cool. So I thought it was kind of neat. And like you said, we want to support local businesses. We want to support the local economic development in the community. But then there is also that added benefit of minority-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses. I'm a veteran. I want to do what I can to support veteran-owned businesses, female-owned businesses. We have there's a lot more in this town than you realize, and this is a great opportunity for everybody to kind of get to know each other. How can we work together? How can we help ourselves and our community grow?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys think people need to know about this before we wrap it up?
Well, you had indicated at some juncture in our conversations about this event being EEO, DE&I initiative, and the connection between
Right.
this event and EEO and all. This is an event, true enough, that has been created in our EEO, DE&I department and supported by the President, CEO Wes Kelly, and the General Counsel, Warren Heath. And our department reports to Warren Heath as General Counsel. And a lot of this has been in existence prior to
Sure.
this new department becoming available.
Without the label.
Yeah, without the
Right.
label. But we've adhered to EEO laws here at Huntsville Utilities probably since before I was born. So it's a good thing that we're continuing to do that. But it goes beyond compliance.
Right.
It goes beyond what the federal government tells us to do. The diversity aspect is basically taking it a little bit further and saying that Huntsville Utilities, we're concerned about our community as well as our customers. And
Right.
we're going to work toward that effort because diversity is knowledge.
Yes.
And when you have knowledge, it's going to help to cultivate change. And change is going to promote growth. And we know here in Huntsville, that's what's going on, a lot of growth.
Awesome. Well said.
And,
Well
and,
said.
and you know, and the other thing too is, you know, that there are rules and regulations and compliance that all companies must meet. And like any other company, if we wanted to, we could check a box just like anybody else. But we are a company that is committed to not just doing what we're supposed to do. There's doing what you're supposed to do, and then there's doing the right thing. And this is an example of, in my opinion, the company doing what's right.
Yep.
Doing what's right by their community and doing what's right by the people that they serve. And not just the residential community, but the business community. So.
Yep.
And we thank you, Todd, for working with our workforce
Well,
committee
you know,
and chairing this event for us.
I jumped at the opportunity.
Great.
And I'm very happy to do it. I'm excited about this. It was a lot. Besides just being a good thing to do, it was a lot of fun last year. It really was.
Yeah.
I mean, the
You guys
people.
did well.
It was just, you know, everybody was talking and asking each other questions and learning things. And this event is going to be even bigger. Last year it was just half a day. It's a whole day this year. And it's going to be right here downtown. Come on down.
Yep.
Got lots of stuff downtown afterwards you can go do.
Yeah, make sure you understand that it's going to be downtown at the
At
Von
the-
Braun
at the-
Civic Center, or the Von Braun Center, from on Wednesday, May 17th, from 9 a.m. until 3 in the afternoon, 3:30. We hope to cut everything off. But to get registered, if you have not registered, please come and join us from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock to get registered
Yeah.
and join in the fun.
Yeah, we don't want to tell if you wake up Wednesday morning and go, oh, I forgot. Doesn't matter. Come on down anyway.
And it's free.
And it's free. It's not going to cost you a thing. And you're going to walk away with a wealth of information that you're going to find beneficial. I can promise you're going to find it beneficial.
Yes.
So I guess you can tell we're all pretty excited about this.
I know it's
This
going to
is-
be bigger than it was
It's
last
going
year.
to be bigger than it was last year, and it was pretty big last year. It exceeded our expectations for a first-time event last year. We've already had easily double the number of registrants
Yep.
for this year. Both on the small side and the large side
Yep.
of businesses. We've got a bigger venue to hold it in this year,
Yep.
which is good because we got a lot more people. And like I said, multiple times already. If you've got a business and you want that business to prosper and make money and grow and whatever, we'll see you Wednesday.
Yep.
You need to come down to the Von Braun Center on May 17th, Wednesday, East Hall, Room 1, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And if you're watching this after May 17th and you missed out, I'm very sorry.
No, but you didn't miss out.
But you didn't miss out because we are going to keep our website updated.
Just go to hsvutil.org,
Yep.
click on Business Matchmaker Event.
And you can
There'll be
get
information
the
there. There'll be an inquiry form where if you've got a question, and it'll go boom.
Yep.
With the magic of the internet.
Yep, we'll be able to let you know some of the things that you missed and let you stay informed about, fingers crossed, this is going to be an annual thing. So we'll keep you posted on next year's event. And then, before we go,
Yeah.
don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's true, because
Like us on social media.
yeah, that's how it's our primary way of getting a lot of information out there, and we get a lot of questions from you guys as well, saying, "Hey, I got a question about this. I got a question about that." We do our best to answer them. In fact, there was a very nice gentleman tweeted us the other day. I'll put this up on the screen here. He just said how much he appreciates us having a Twitter presence because it makes things so much easier.
Yep.
So thank you for that. So, but we like making people's lives easier.
And if you've got any questions about this event, put it in the comments. We do read the comments.
We do.
And we do answer questions. We'll get back to you. We'll get you the
Sometimes
information.
we turn whole questions into episodes.
We do.
Yeah,
That's
you
been
never
known
know.
to happen.
And I got nothing else unless you got something.
I don't.
You already said your like and subscribe thing.
Like
that you
and
always say.
subscribe.
So until next time, I am Todd for Amanda and everyone here at the award-winning HUTV saying thanks for watching, and remember, you can't spell utilities without you.